In 2015, we took a trip down to Council Bluffs, Iowa to investigate the historic Squirrel Cage Jail and home of the Pottawatomie County Historical Society. Construction of the jail began in 1885 and was completed in 1888, but this wasn't your average jail. The Squirrel Cage got its name due to the fact that it consists of a series of pie-shaped cells that rotate within a circular steel cage-like structure. It was known as a rotary-style jail, one of just 18 that were built here in the United States, and the only 3-story rotary jail ever constructed. This location is one of just a handful of rotary-style jails that are still standing, as most were deemed to be unsafe and were therefore torn down shortly after their days as a prison had come to an end. The Squirrel Cage Jail was in operation all the way up until 1969. It was held by the Council Bluffs Park Board until 1977, when the County Historical Society purchased the building to maintain it as the museum it is today. It was placed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1972, and its National Landmark Status application is currently waiting to be reviewed in Washington, D.C. Since its days as an operational prison, the Squirrel Cage Jail has gained notoriety for its claims of paranormal activity. As with most prisons, the Squirrel Cage has seen its share of tragic events, including 4 documented deaths inside the building. It is believed that these events could be the cause for some of the activity that people are witnessing to this day.
I've seen a guy in blue jeans, white t-shirt, blonde hair, blue eyes, solid as can be, walk past me in a hailstorm down below, come from the side and around, and he only existed for about 20 feet and completely disappeared. Not TV movie, fade in and out. He was there and he was gone. It was like cutting a reel of film.
Wow, okay.
Walked past me like I wasn't there. Didn't even acknowledge me.
Wow.
And then I
Did you see
seen
his face?
Oh yeah.
You can,
Oh yeah. Yeah. And then the officer in the short sleeve brown uniform shirt only existed from like here to here.
yeah.
He didn't exist here, and he was just doing rounds, walking past.
That was down low too?
Yeah, first floor. Second recorded death in the building is right in here, July 19th, 1907, Harry Cohen. Smoked between 150 to 200 hand-rolled cigarettes a day. Got up one morning to sweep out his jail cell, and the jailer told him to go sit down because he didn't look well. Mass heart attack.
Wow. Nothing right here.
Yep. Yep.
What was his name?
Harry Cohen.
Harry Cohen.
The only hanging we had in our building was not in cell number 5, which is still marked. It's in cell number 20, which is not marked. The paint's chipped off.
This is it?
This is it. April 22nd, 1897, Thomas Rifle took that clothing line that you guys would have, tied it to the top bar, leaned forward, and slowly and intentionally strangled overnight. This is my favorite recorded death in the building because you know why. Yeah. It's also, of all the EVPs, all the voices they catch on them, it's the only voice that doesn't leave this area. He's never said, hey, my name's Thomas or anything, but there's a voice that doesn't leave this side of the second floor. I've had my hair pulled not pulled, but fingers run through it and pull out to the side, versus getting too close and getting it caught on the chip pan. I mean, I've had it and you can feel the fingers run through it. As far as full body apparitions, most of them happen upstairs on the 4th floor. I've had one walk in the office on me one night, which was cool.
Wow.
And then
See-through or?
no, he was a solid black image, matches the ones that are in the pictures just outside the office that UNO, University of Nebraska at Omaha Paranormal caught. Little girl gets caught most often back in these jail cells. Unfortunately for you guys, she knows the difference between a mom and a woman.
Yeah.
You guys aren't either.
Yeah.
She gets caught a lot, where's my mom? I want that, the whispers. And she can tell the difference between somebody who has children and somebody who doesn't. Tugs on the clothes.
Somebody who has children, you said, or something?
Yeah, usually the moms.
She's more comfortable with female.
Yep. Appears to be about 5 years old. From the best that you can make out between all the EVPs, maybe it's Sammy or Samantha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did any children die here?
No recorded deaths of children. But if you go back, she's been caught everywhere in the building except the men's cells. All right, so it could have been a place that was just comfortable to her, regardless of when and where she died.
Sure.
Up until 42, like I said, they had the catwalk that extended the outer edge. It came down in 42 when one of the inmates climbed up to the nap roll
Jeez. Do you die from that, or was that?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah.
Even though it's not that far, it is a cement floor, and depending on how you land.
Okay.
So, but he did die. We need your size. Because you get mouthing out of line, you go in solitary confinement.
Oh my.
Jeez.
And in our jail, it's just that box there that you're gonna stand on. Just that.
Oh my.
That is solitary confinement in our jail.
Oh my gosh.
The bars are locked behind him and the metal door is shut in front of
Are
him.
you kidding me?
No. So you're lucky you're shorter than him.
Yeah.
Wow.
You don't get the hallway. If there's a riot or a failed jail escape with multiple inmates, we'll lock him in the hallway. There's an outer door that gets shut. Outer door would be shut on him too, so that nobody can come down and comfort his screams. Now, it's designed for an hour, hour and a half timeout, let you settle down. Longest on record is 10 days.
Oh,
10 days?
Bread and water twice a day, coffee can to do your business in. So the cameraman for Channel 6 is in the hallway. There's nobody on this side of the building except for me. They're all over there. He comes flying out of there, just shaking because somebody was whispering in his ear. The really cool part, it's two voices that when they were going through production at the studios, they picked out both voices off of there.
Wow.
Now, the other group was in here for less than an hour. Obviously not time to do much of anything. So the only thing that was caught was by the cameraman.
Didn't they know what it was,
And
what
he-
it said?
Not real
Just-
clear. They got some good guesses at it, but yeah, he said he'll never come back in here again. I mean, the rest of the time they were in here, he would not get far from anybody. It was hilarious.
That's cool.
Unfortunately, our investigation didn't turn up much in the way of evidence to support the hauntings. We were not able to capture any of the apparitions that are commonly seen onto video, and we weren't able to capture any of the voices onto our audio equipment. We do, however, have one interesting clip that we want to show you that highlights a personal experience that I had outside of the cell where an inmate committed suicide.
Okay. This is Thomas's cell. We're up on the second level here. I'm gonna start the thermal again. Oh,
He's getting touched.
someone just tagged on the shoulder. Like I heard it.
As you watch the clip again, pay attention to the electromagnetic field detector I'm holding in my hand. A few seconds before I felt the tap on my shoulder, notice that the detector actually picks up a spike substantial enough to make the red sensor light go off.
We're up on the second level here. I'm gonna start the thermal again. Oh,
He's getting touched.
This is the actual EMF detector that I was holding that night. And as you can tell, when I turn it on, it has that red sensor light that blinks on the top. When this picks up a spike in electromagnetic field greater than 2.0, that red sensor light will go off. So that's what you were seeing in that clip right before I got tapped on the shoulder. It's believed that ghosts or spirits or entities are either made of electromagnetic field or they have the ability to manipulate naturally occurring magnetic field in order to manifest or do something such as making contact with humans. Although we didn't capture much in the way of evidence to show the public, our investigation of the Squirrel Cage Jail remains a memorable one, especially for me. We definitely want to thank Carla and the rest of the Potawatomi County Historical Society for letting us come and investigate this amazing location. I think I speak for the rest of the group when I say that we'd love to take a return trip to Council Bluffs sometime in the future.